Microphone hooked up. And let's see. Looks like it's
got one coming at you.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, it's a good one. All right, we're good. Geez, if he turns, I don't know. Bad thing about this light here, if they're coming at you, you can't tell they're coming at you because you can't see their headlights because this drowns out their headlights. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Imagine that'd really blind a guy if he's meeting you with.
I'm assuming it's pretty bright coming at it, yeah.
I'm sure. So there's some eyeball, maybe that's reflector. Thought it was eyeballs for a minute, it's that reflector over there.
Yeah.
So have you seen any deer?
Seen a few, but not many. I think the weather has just got them all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got down in the 20s there for about a week or whatever that was, and now here we are back running up at 60 again.
Very unusual.
It's, you know, this is just not normal for them, and they're, I think it's messing with their rut and stuff, you know. Just don't seem to me like there's quite as many deer as there was a few years ago. I used to see them a lot along the roads. But they put those, I don't know what they call them, but I guess they're, I don't know, lions, or I guess they're lions in here, you know.
Mountain lions.
Mountain lions, you know, they put them in here. And of course, they're really starting to get a little bit populated now. A lot of people's videoed them a lot, like around here.
Was that to control deer, or what?
I think that's what I was told. I was told that they were putting it here to help control the deer population. And I believe that, and I believe another thing, I believe it's working.
Do you think they would be, there's one right there, deer.
Yeah.
You think they'd be preying on livestock and stuff too?
Well, I think the deer is just easy prey for them. That's what I'm thinking. Easier than livestock. Man, dude. Man, his lights are bright. I know he's going to be that bright. I'd left mine on. I can't see that great at night. That's the reason I got this. This light helps a lot.
Oh, yeah. We're up to 2 critters.
I want to see one about 7 foot, 300 pounds. That's what I want to see.
Might put a big dent in your hood.
I'm prepared. That'd be all right for me.
What's this crossroads?
This is Log Creek, and I don't know what this. I don't know what this road is really.
Looks like this is a T.
If you turn left here and go down just a little bit, right down there, not very far, and turn right, that's still Log Creek.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're going to go out by Tucker and see what's going on out there. We're on our squatch patrol tonight.
Have you ever driven down around King Bridge at night? Back in there?
No, not
toward
really.
McDonald Chapel?
No.
That's a pretty remote area.
It is, isn't it? Maybe we ought to go that way too. It's all back this way.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Copeland Hill.
Okay.
I ain't for sure, but I believe that's what it's called. Be a lot of places we go. Huh?
Pretty steep hill.
Very steep, yep.
must have this thing fixed where it kind of shines out the sides a little too.
Well, this particular light has 6 on each side, or what they call flood, and then the ones in front, directly in front, are spot. Call them spotlight.
It really gets the job done.
Yeah, it does. They make some a little bit more than this, but I didn't think that was necessary.
No, you got plenty of power here. So does Rick like to talk? I guess that's fake deer there.
Oh yeah, they've got one there.
So does Rick like to talk about that experience? Does he not talk about it much?
Yeah, if you ask him about it, he will.
Next time I see him.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll definitely tell you about it.
So did he stop and get out of the car or anything when he?
No, it was at his house. This was at his trailer.
The creek was where he was at?
Oh, that's the one where I seen one. Rick seen one at that creek down there. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he saw
No,
it.
he was driving by in his truck and he didn't stop.
He didn't stop. That's why I was wondering if he got out.
I thought you was talking about that UFO that was over his house. I'll show you where that UFO was at.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's so cool about that UFO story. I know he's seen something because I just left his house. Did I tell you the story?
Refresh my memory.
Well, it was probably about 1989 or so, I think. And I had a motorcycle, and he lived out here by Tucker Lake in a trailer, him and Cheryl and the 2 stepkids. And so I think it was like it was either a Friday night or a Saturday night, and I decided to bring the motorcycle out, and I had a girlfriend with me. We was just out riding motorcycle. And I think it was probably about 6:30 or 7. It might have been 7 o'clock. It was the summertime, and we drove out here, which is going to be that road up in front of us. Goes to Tucker, and I'll show you where he lived. And we went to his house, and we was there maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, probably a couple hours, and just horsing around talking. Well, it just had started to sunset, and it was just starting to get, where it was, whatever they call that, where it's just late in the afternoon, the suns went down, but it wasn't dark though. And he said that him and Cheryl and the 2 kids, they were out in the yard waving bye to me, and I pulled out on the motorcycle, him and my girlfriend, and just left his house. And he said they went back in the house and said, I pulled up, they walked in the house, and their dog went crazy, started barking. So he walked out on the porch, and he said the dog was barking, and he looked around, and he said, right at the treetop level, almost touching the treetops, was a craft, just barely moving, but it was moving. And it had the appearance, he said, of being a real metallic color. And he said it did have some type of a window or some type of a thing, but it was just lights, like real crazy lights, different colors and stuff. And I said, what was it shaped like? And he said, well, He said it was really kind of like a football. Really. And so Cheryl and the two boys come out and watched it. And he said that thing went right behind me. As I went up the road, which is this road right here, he said that thing went right up the road behind me.
Wow.
And the last time he seen me was right in here.
Yeah.
Of course, that's as far as he could see from where the road kind of gets to a hill.
Right.
And that thing there kind of went on. And so what I did when he told me about that later on, I tell you what he done. It was just a couple days later he got a hold of me. Of course, this was back before I don't think we had any cell phones or anything. I don't remember having anything. I'm sure there was some, but I don't think we had them. But this is the road we were coming up right here, going the opposite direction of what we are now. And he got word or something. Anyhow, I got a hold of him. I don't know if I come back out here or what. But he said, "Did you make it to town okay?" And I said, "Well, far as I know." Why? And he said, "Well," and then he explained that story to me. And he said, "I was just, he said, we were just scared to death, didn't know what to think about it." He said,
Well, yeah.
He said it was the oddest thing. He said that, he goes, "I know that thing come from this Tucker Lake." He said, I'm almost sure. He said, "We've had some trouble out here, some weird things happening." And he said, "I think that thing's in that lake."
So what other kinds of things have gone on out here?
Animals going crazy in the middle of the night, and then I think he said he thought that he's seen one before, but he didn't really. He lived right here.
Okay.
There was a little driveway went right. It was, I think it was right here. Somewhere there was a little driveway. Might be right there. Went down in there, okay. And then he had a trailer that sit right in there.
Okay.
So this UFO come right over these trees right here.
Wow.
But so then he got me worried. I got to thinking, well, when did I get to town, or was there anything weird happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is there a time lapse?
That's what he's asked. Said, was anything strange happen? Was any? And I said, well, to be honest with you, I said, I really don't remember. I said, I just remember us going to town, but I don't think I remember anything unusual,
Right.
He said, well, what time did you get to town? I said, well, I don't know. I don't know, because we would ride motorcycles way up into the night in the summertime. So if it was any funny business, I don't remember. But now I ain't no way I could remember it now, because that's been a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's been 30 years ago, So, well, we're on Squatch Patrol, people. I may put this on my YouTube. And the only thing we've found so far is a skunk and some deer. Oh, okay, so let me finish that UFO story. So here is what made me realize he was telling the truth. Josh and Shane, about 5 years ago, the two boys, I talked to them separately.
Right.
And Shane comes over to the house once in a while. And I can't remember exactly how long it goes, but anyhow, I asked them to describe what they seen to me. And they described it exactly what Rick... Matter of fact, Rick drew me a picture of it.
Because they were all standing out there looking at it.
And I wanted to see if they all had the same likeness of what it was.
Right.
And then I even asked Josh about it, and he said, "Oh, yeah. And of course, they're real good fellas and everything, and they're not into that monkey business line or anything like that. When they said this is what it was and this is how it was, then that is true. That's exactly how it was. So substantiated everything that I'd been told, you know.
Was it totally silent?
Rick
Made no
Rick told me that it was right over his house, treetop high, and he said it was moving slow, and he said it was absolutely dead silent, no noise.
Isn't that amazing?
But he said they had lights, real weird light colors going on inside of it through the whatever that was there on the side.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know if that's the government or if it's really something, or I'm sure one thing, I'm sure they seen something.
Oh, yeah.
I am dead positive that they seen something, but you know how we are around here, we ain't gonna say nothing because you don't want people calling you crazy or making fun of you or just anything like that. So, and what good would it do to say anything?
True.
I mean, hey, what are they going to do? Where's it at? Well, it's gone, you know. But they lived out here several years. Out here, quite a few years. And he told me there was always strange lights. Just, you know, it was nothing for there to be some kind of an oddness out there of some kind. Weird noises and animals would, in the middle of the night, and he said the dogs would just instantly just go crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Out here tonight, unless they're squatching. No, I don't see anyone. They've changed a few things around out here. There's the lake.
Yep, there's the water. We'll have to get back over here next spring.
Oh man, we gotta get over here, get our boat back in there again. Huh.
Nice little place to come.
Very nice.